that line of thought, which was sort of coming up in '77, you know, it's sort of levelled off now, and the groups that are coming out now are just so, they're like, you know, the weak pop coming out of about 74, 75, they all sound like that. You know, have you heard any of these new groups?
In the charts here,
Cadger Goo Goo and all those, you know, a whole lot.
Past the Dutchies and those.
They're alright. Yeah, all these synthesizer bands.
Yeah, I've only heard about them. I haven't. I mean, I've probably heard them on the radio, but also for the last 6 months I've been recording. You know, I've been involved in recording them. That's always my blind spot. I don't hear. I don't. You know, people say, "Have you seen this film? Have you read this book? Have you heard this record?" And I realise that when I'm recording, I don't take any notice of it, you know, I just don't get the chance. Yeah, to let one freak out.
Yeah, I think that's good.
I don't hear anything, read anything, or see anything, you know. Hear no evil, see no evil. I just totally, without really realising it, I get totally absorbed in making the next album, you know, I'm either in the studio or I'm flaked out. Yeah, that's it. There's two situations. I mean, I'm in the studio, I'm in the, you know, once a week I crash out. Or I'm in the studio, you know, and I tend to suddenly realise that I haven't heard, you know, if England had sunk, you know.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if somebody told me 2 weeks later, you know, oh, England sunk, you know, 2 weeks ago. I wouldn't know about it.
Yeah.
I get that far into it, you know. So go to the studio, you know, you stay there until everybody's dropped around you.
You're still there going through engineers and
yeah, first the musicians start to drop off.
Yeah, last time, what was it? 9 days or something, you said.
Yeah, before they make the run, it was 9 days.
Well, you just record straight.
Yeah, well, it's kind of, I mean, that was almost, it's always the same thing with All About You. Yeah, because if I'm, you know, if I've got a song that I want to do, I always tend to leave it till the very end of the sessions, you know, and we'll cut the track and we'll leave it, and Nick will say, well, you're going to do this? You know, and this is the one you're going to do it, you know, I can't do it, you know, you're going to do it. You know.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm going to do it, yeah, I like this, you know, don't worry, Nick, you know. And then suddenly it's like everybody's split and gone, and I've still got this track to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so I suddenly bring in some, you know, before they make it right, it was Dave Jordan who at the time they were on a T-boy or a tape off at Ireland at Hammersmith, you know. I mean, since then it's got, you know, the specials and that, yeah, so, but everybody else is split, you know, so I got Dave in, went over to Paris and we spent 9 days sort of indulging myself, sort of trying to finish this track to get it on the album. The same thing with All About You. It was all like, well, if you want it on the album, we're all expecting it to be on the album, but I mean, you know, how does it go? You know, we've got the track, you know, we've had the track for months. You know, what's it all about? Yeah. And it was the same thing with that. This one, I'm ahead of it.
Have you got a track for this one?
Yeah, this one I've got the track, I've got most of the vocals done already. That's the one bit I've still got to figure out. I got all the other bits, I've still got to decide what the hook's going to be.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, this one's kind of a Beatles song. Yeah, it's about time somebody wrote it. You know. McCartney can't write them anymore.
Yeah. I really like Little T&A actually.
Yeah, that was another one off the tip of the tongue, you know. All About You was like the last track for Emotional Rescue. T&A was like the last track to be ready for Tattoo You, you know. It was like, yeah, you've got this song, you want to do it? Yeah, right. And I find that myself, if I sit down and try and write songs, I've got the cassette, sit down in the hotel room or wherever I am, I can't do it like that, you know. And I'd rather just sort of stand in front of the microphone and start blah-blahing away and like hone it down over a few hours or days No, I mean, it's the only way that, because that's the only time that I realise I've got to do it, and that's when it all comes to me, it comes, it's right off the tip of the tongue, and it's why I always, I ain't a songwriter, I was like an antenna, an aerial, you sort of stand there, if you're desperate enough, something comes out, you're just sort of a conductor, you're just sort of a medium. If there's something there, it'll come. If you can't force it and you can't sort of write it down on paper beforehand, you can't walk in and say, this song goes like this. At least not with this band, you can't. Not saying you can't do that all the time. You can walk in and give them 2 or 3 songs and say, we want it to go like this, and this is the way it goes, and you can do that. But 90% of the time, it's right off the top of your head.
Yeah, I should put one of yours out as a single then, I always think.
Yeah, Nick is very conservative.
Yeah.
In the way, not. This is very strange. If you want to talk about flamboyant characters, Nick is not somebody who's a conservative person. But when it comes to making records, it's very conservative. Very, rather take something which is very free and then redo it and restructure it. And I understand that, and I'll go along with it too, because that's the way we were brought up in the time. When you needed a hit single every 12 weeks. And so Satisfaction come out, and you sort of, it took off. Wow, fantastic, and then you're just sort of breathing a sigh of relief, and a knock at the door. Have you got a new single? And so we brought up songwriting and making records under that kind of pressure, say it all in 2 minutes, 35 seconds, and have it ready, before the next one's released, you've got to have the next one half constructed and ready to go, I was the first one to say, get off of my cloud, forget it, it was a follow-up to Satisfaction. It was just like, oh my God, they're knocking at the door, alright, this is what we've got, and we'll just ride on the back of Satisfaction for that, because you can't do it all the time, it was an incredible, but at the same time it did teach you and force you to learn certain things about making records and writing songs that doesn't exist now. Just because singles were king, the single was everything. If you didn't have the hit single, an album didn't mean a thing.
It's happening again now.
It's because now because of economics, singles. How much does it make a single?